Hey, welcome back. Cooking in the kitchen. These lads never stop, man. It's fantastic. Martin Stephenson, Jim Hornsby, cooking in the kitchen. Check these guys out. Woohoo! Love them sort of themes and them tunes. They're fun to play, aren't they? Yeah? Just put a big smile on your face. I mean, it's hard to play, but you do plenty of practice, like so. Yeah. How did you get into finger picking and that?
My cousin got a job in 1978 at Summerfield factory, and he was training how to set guitars up, and he used to bring little bits of tablature back. And I used to go a Stephen Grossman tablature and started fumbling away. I never really knew what I was doing, but then I got into ragtime guitar and just trying to figure out how to keep the thumb going, you know.
It's all about that bounce, isn't it?
So I'm a fan, you know. It's my hobby, a lot of that style. So it's just integrated into the work, you know.
Martin's a Merle Travis fan, aren't you?
Oh, Jesus, Chet Atkins fan.
Merle and Chet.
Do you find they're a big influence on your music?
Absolutely. I mean, Jim's a big influence. I mean, I love travelling with Jim. We'll be sitting for an hour and not say a word, and then he'll go, I used to have a red Stratocaster. Just come
random.
That's the line, you know. It's like,
you work with a lot of musicians, though, don't you? I mean, over the years, I see you connect with lots of different people.
I love musicians, and I've seen them abused since I got into this. Always, you know, it's a little bit like, you know, in the Tarzan film where the white guys go over the river in the boat, and they make the trust with the indigenous tribe, and then they mess it up. They do something stupid and they're greedy. And I find that the music industry is like that with musicians. They're a tribe of people that have vocations, and then someone comes and breaks bread with them, they get their music off them, then they don't want to know. Right. But as a songwriter, I had a choice to either go that way, and I've always loved musicians, so I see them as the highest level. So I've always tried to, if I can, give employment, share a kill, so to speak. If I catch a deer, I'll just have a leg. Give the leg out, you know. That's get the hyenas in, you know.
We'll come back and speak a bit more about that when we come back, but will you do another song for us?
It's an honour, absolute
Which
honour,
one are you going to do?
I have no idea.
I like the preparation, it's great.
We do a song called Home, because I just recently lost my dad, and this is the great thing. We became great friends through music, and Jim, he really helped me the day my dad's funeral was, you know. He picked us up and we went through together, we played his song, Jim and me daughter, and that's the highest honour I could have had, to be standing with this guy and my daughter and my dad's coffin there, you know. If I was just to have said the word Sunderland, his hand would have come out the coffin, I'm sure. He would have come back from the dead and went for my throat, you know. But I originally wrote this song called Home for his wife, my mother, when she left Earth 14 years ago. And it was like a teaching and healing mechanism for people who've lost and are really struggling with the grief and all that. And it's to give them an alternative, that there is a light, and it's about the soul going home, you know.
Brilliant.
All right. I love Jim's part in this. He plays a lovely part. Everywhere we wander, everywhere our spirits roam, everywhere our sweet souls wander, love will guide us home. Even through the strongest winds, far from our darkest sin, for there's a light and it shines within us. They call it home. Home isn't always that house we were born. It's just a light where love is strong. Everywhere we wander, love will guide us home.
Just out of interest, before we did the song, you were talking about you'd been through the mill and various things. Is there any words you could offer to like up and coming musicians to give them encouragement about how they can move forward with their songs and how not to be like so focused and driven for what they think is the golden road or something? I don't know.
If it makes sense, I don't know if people are receptive to that now, because sometimes, you know, it's like being an older person and you speak your language and then it might not...
In hindsight, I guess, isn't it?
Aye, but for me is like if you have an enlightened brotherhood, like I'd say to my daughter's band, you know, there's something really special about them 4 people,
right.
How they found each other.
Aye.
And to me, they're at the highest level already,
Yeah.
and their enlightened brotherhood is the highest before they even do anything. So to me is to recognise that and protect that at all times, because the demons of the past that see you should do this before you're a proper anything, you know, you have to have a record come, you have to get ripped off by a manager, you have to, all them things. You don't, and that's what I tried to pass on when I met Jim. It was to give him affirmation, that because Jim's like the finest musician in the world, but he didn't know he was.
Yeah.
But because he's been hard on himself, and my job when I met Jim was to just say, hey, it's beautiful what you're doing, you're all right, you know, you give affirmation. And also on a business side, if you can keep the rights to all your music, if you sell 2 records, at least you've sold 2 records, and it's
For yourself.
aye, and
It's a different scenario now from when we were in the music industry to how it is done now, and a lot of people can do it homegrown anyway.
Yes,
It's a different scene.
I just come in there briefly, sold 4 CDs of Diesel Therapy last night. Felt great.
Aye.
yes.
Not 4 million, 4,000. 4. But it felt great.
Yeah. Well, they're going to. Sure thing. Good. Let's hear one more song.
Yes,
wouldn't
absolutely.
mind.
Yeah, no, it's an honour. It's
What's
an
this one
absolute
gonna be?
honour. I have no idea.
another no idea, but I love it when he comes
Do you want
out.
to do Map in the World, James?
Yes,
Do you
please,
Like that?
I
What
like
do we
that
do?
song.
Do Map in the World.
you
I'll
gonna
put the
do?
capital in the world. This is an old. This is from an album called Yogi in My House. Because when my daughter was 3, I was looking at her and thought she's supreme intelligence. You know, she's getting brainwashed, and they're going to program her like they program me. But at the minute, she's like, it's like having the Dalai Lama in the house. You know, they don't know what the lie is. You know? That's where I want to get back to. You know, reprogramming. This is from an album. It was recorded in Frankie Gibbons' house in Houghton Spring.
Excellent.
It's called Map in the World. It's. There's a map in the world. It's our main concern. It is good land in bad hands from the people who look like we do. They are not us. There's a duty to planet Earth. From our departure, suppose that's death, way back to birth. So we go, begin to serve. At least we've a map in the world. We've got 10 minutes, Jim. I'm going to put shepherd's pie in the oven when the bell rings. The solo finishes. Torn in many places is the vision of our kind. We seek the bottom of the valley. We shun the view from either side. There the struggle can be plenty, faith far from the mind. So let us move in mass agreement, avoid pain, save time. And there's a map in the world. It's our main